Gospel Pearls, and welcome back to our channel. Obviously, we are the Gospel Pearls, and this is Angie, Rue, and Suzanne. And if you've been to our first video, welcome back again to our channel. And if it's your first time, don't worry, we'll put everything in the link in the description box. I urge you to go and see the first video. Before we urge on with the topic of this video, I just want to give major thanks to God, guys. I mean, the views in our first video is amazing. We were not expecting to even go that far. We've got 372 views, 73 views at the moment. We have 27 subscribers and 30 likes. So we were thinking maybe it was only going to be stuck at a certain number. And if you see us carrying this, the person who's speaking, like I'm going to be talking, it's just to avoid speaking over each other. Over to you.
Guys, today has been such a stressful day. For us to do this video, I don't know, God came through, because my day went from worse to worse. But it came out good because we're here today, we're filming this.
Yeah.
Like, the enemy just was attacking us at every single corner. I was soaked with rain and it was a really miserable morning, but we're here and I'm excited for this video and I know God is here, so
Amen.
yeah.
Amen. Yeah, today, guys, we're just going to talk about how God brought us all together, how we all came into this uni. We all have different stories, but then we have one thing in common, which is that because before we came to this uni, before we all accepted into uni, we all failed. We all failed, and we didn't think that we'll be at uni. So it's actually a testimony that we're in this university. And I'll speak for myself. I didn't plan on coming to the University of Hertfordshire. I had a whole lot of unis lined up for me, but I didn't think I'll come here. But then I feel like it's God that actually put me here, because I have met these beautiful girls that love God, and it makes life a whole lot easier, and God is just so faithful and He's great. So yeah.
My story, point of correction, I didn't fail. I'll explain my story. Okay, so basically, guys, before I explain my story, I just wanted to let you people know, or what I've learned is that some people will go right up the mountain and they'll go straight up the road and achieve their goal, and others, like myself, we go around the mountain. Like, you know, me, I want to become a medical doctor. I didn't get the place to go into medicine, and I was asking God, but why? But I accepted my fate, because if I didn't go around the mountain like I'm doing now, I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be shooting this video. And last year, I was studying pharmacy. It was just a way of me to get into medicine. And I didn't fail. I passed first year, just that I wasn't feeling it. This whole working in a box thing, it wasn't my thing. So I applied here last minute in July, through clearance actually. And then they told me to come to an interview. And I remember I set my alarm 6 o'clock. Woke up, I was like, I'm not going anywhere. I can't be bothered with life anymore. Then I slept again. Then I had a dream that I was walking into the university. Then I woke up. And then the second time, I went back to sleep. I had the same dream. I was entering into the university. But this time, I entered. And then my third dream, then I said to myself in my heart when I woke up, okay, Lord, if you show me, if it's from you, and I had the third dream of the same kind, I'm going to get up and I'm going to go to the interview. So I slept. Then I had a dream of a man walking me inside the building. And the guy, funny enough, or a miracle, who actually is the leader of our course, was the guy who was in my dreams. And he offered me a place. Was like, congratulations, you got a place. So I woke up and I immediately stood up, because I was like, no, I feel like this is the Lord. And I made it in time, and the interview was everything was just laid out for me, and I passed. And you know, the next day they actually called me on a Saturday and they were like, you know what, you got your place. So to me that was just God, because I didn't go straight up the mountain. I did have words with the Lord when I was angry, but I'm going around the mountain, and I understand why I'm going around the mountains. All these experiences that you're going to hear about is because of the journey. So that was my story, my personal story of how I came to this uni.
Well, the way I came to this uni, I think it's similar to Angie as well. I failed my AS. I got U's, okay? I did chemistry, biology and psychology. I got a U in both of chemistry and biology, and I got a C in psychology. So the sixth one was like, oh, we can't let you go through. I remember just leaving that result there, just like, I was like, yeah, God is in control, but at the same time, I was so hurt. Like, I was like, God, why would you do this to me? I revised. I even missed my little brother's birthday to like revise so I can pass the exam, but I ended up failing anyways. But I think a month later, I got into another sixth form and I was doing applied science, and I finished up applied science with all distinction, and I applied for all my universities. And the one university I wanted to go to was Aston. I got all 4 offers, and then the one uni I wanted to go so badly, I got rejected. It wasn't even like I didn't make the grades. They just rejected me. And then I remember calling them, asking them why. They said, oh, it's because in 20 this, you failed your AS. Like, these people reminding me of my mistake, and this is not what God does. God does not remind you of your mistake. It's only the enemy that reminds you of your past mistakes. So I was just like, oh my gosh. And then I got into Hertfordshire, and I just feel like Hertfordshire was part of God's plan. And now I can see why God made sure that I got rejected from Aston. And today I'm here with these 2 girls, and we're doing GospelPearls. And my relationship with Christ has become stronger because of the experience I had failing my AS and everything. God just comforted me and gave me so much encouragement, even when I didn't see him that he was there, but he was always there for me. So yeah, that's how I got here.
Yeah. All right. Basically, yeah, my story is kind of similar to Suzanne, because I have failed as well. I'm talking about real failure. Used kind of failure. Like, the thing that hurt me the most is because I worked really hard, like Suzanne said. I worked so hard. Like, I had so many sleepless nights. Like, I did all my best. I did all I could, like, to, pass my exams. But then when I got my results, I was like, what? I was so shocked. I was like, no, this isn't my results. Like, you've worked so hard for something just to fail. It really hurts. Like, I was so crushed and so upset. Like, and at the same time, I was going through so many things in my life, like, which I'll talk about later on. But I was already, fighting so many things in my life. Like, I was just depressed, and there's so many things going on. And then I find out when I failed. It was horrible. I remember my one of my A-level teachers saying, "Oh, why did you even do A-levels? You're not smart." Imagine your teacher telling you that you're not smart. You're just dumb and stupid, basically.
Yeah.
Like, my whole world was just crumbling down. And so, cut the long story short, I went to college and did something else, did another course and passed. So I thought, oh, okay, things are going well for me. And then I started applying, and then I got rejected by every single university that I applied to. 5 universities. Was it 5 choices?
Yeah.
5 choices. All of them. Nope. I opened my emails and like, nope. Nah. And I was thinking, what? What am I going to do? Like, I was like, where's my future headed to? And I was just depressed and so let down. And I felt like God had actually abandoned me. It was, like, so horrible. And then I tried again through clearing. And then I got an interview at the University of Hertfordshire. And other universities as well, but Hertfordshire was my first one. So I thought, I didn't get too excited because I was already used to being let down. So I thought, let me just not get too excited because it might not work the way I thought it will. So I just went to the interview, And everything actually went so well. From the time I actually got there and met the other girls that were coming to do the interview, everything was just going so well. I was just like, is this real? Like, what? And the interview was so good. And then after that, they were like, oh, congratulations, we're giving you a place at this uni. I was like, no, this is not real. Like, I called my dad. I was like, Dad, I've got a place at uni. He was like, really? He was so excited. I was excited too, but then I was still like, really? And then, yeah, it sort of sank into me, and I was like really, really, really happy to come here. I ended up not going to my other interviews at other universities because I felt like I had to come here, and I'm so happy that I came here because I met amazing people, like amazing friends that I'd been praying for all my life. You know, when you're a Christian, you want people that have the same view and same vision as you. So when you actually get that, it's actually so good, and God is so faithful, guys. So I'm happy, really. I'm happy where I am. So yeah.
And I love how you guys are speaking as if it's a microphone. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wanted to add on to that, like the main thing that we have in common, besides our failures, is the fact that we're 21 and 22. My friends have graduated. You know, I have friends who are wearing the cap of not graduating last week because it's graduation season. And at one point I was just like, you know, yeah, my friends are graduating. I could have been graduating.
Yeah.
But do you know what? I've just learned to stay in your own lane. God knows you more than you know yourself. I know it kind of is annoying, it's disappointing, because you think I could have been graduating, I could have been here. It's just like the three of us, we could have been graduating, because you know, we're 21. This year, actually, I could have graduated last year, to be honest. But I just feel like now I do not care, because God's purpose is so much greater than what I have, you know, planned. So this coming to university, how we came and our stories were just very inspiring with similar backgrounds. And then we came here, and when we met, our relationship with God was not necessarily, you know, the best thing, especially for my sake. I really turned my back on God. God to me was just, I don't want to say it, but it's just, I don't know how to say it, but it's just, please stay in your own lane. Don't feel because so many people, Becky with the good hair has graduated. That's what I wanted to add on, like, you know, stay in your own lane.
And what she said is all like, enjoy the season that you're in. Like, I think like a lot of us, you want to get there, you want to be like, oh my gosh, I can't wait till I graduate. And then the day that you graduate, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait till I get the job. But you're not really enjoying that moment and trying to like learn and ask God, what do you want from me at this season? What do you want me to learn from you? You never know. God is trying to teach you to be patient. He's trying to teach you a lot of stuff. But because you're so like, oh, I want to graduate. I want to do this. Like when I was at sixth form, I was like, I just want to get to uni. And then I got to uni, and then it started, and I was like, I wish I was at sixth form. But let's look at the next video. So like, we tend to just want the next thing, but enjoy this moment, because it's just hardship. Just enjoy it. That's all I can say. And like, reading the Bible is also so important. If I knew John 16 verse 33, where God says, in this world you will have trouble, but take heart because I have overcome the world. Amen. If I knew that verse, I wouldn't have cried as much as I cried when I failed my A-level. I just thought my world just ended. I was like, I'm never going to uni. All my friends are going to uni. Everyone's graduating, and I'm just going to be in bed. I used to cry to the point where my parents were scared to even leave me in the room alone, because they knew whenever I was alone, I would just break down. That's how bad it was. But if I knew that, and if I also knew Jeremiah 29:11, because that's my favourite verse, it's got me through first year. It's like, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and to give you hope and a future, not to harm you. I think I said it wrong, but it says that there.
We get
but
it.
like, he has a plan for me.
Amen.
Like, what's the point of worrying? Worrying is not going to change anything. So yeah, that's my advice for you guys.
I was gonna just add on and say that basically, if God has put something in your heart, no one can change it.
Amen.
Nobody, nothing, no circumstances, nobody's words. Even if people try and put you down, like what my teacher said to me, God still has something amazing for me, something great for me. When God says yes, no one can say no. Like, you can believe this one, because I've been through so much, and I had God on my corner. That's why I was able to come here. There's nothing that I was able to do without God. Like, I feel like without God, literally, I'm nothing. I wouldn't be able to do anything. So if you you feel like you can't do anything, you're not good at anything, or someone has said something to you that made you feel down or feel worthless or feel like you can't do what you want to do or you can't follow your dreams, I'm just going to tell you that when Jesus says yes, nobody can say no. Nobody can take away that plan that God had for you.
Amen.
He's the creator of the universe. No one can, change his mind. No one can go against his word, but he's God. So what he says about your future will happen.
Amen. Let me just say something. I've noticed my earring has fallen off. I noticed that time ago.
But yeah.
I just wanted to say, what do I want to say? Train of thought. Yeah. I just wanted to, I forgot what I wanted to say. Oh my gosh, it's running because I'm so excited about this video.
Yeah, it's really
today
exciting.
Today was just crazy.
Yeah.
I wanted to say, I really wanted to thank God for these guys, because when we met at the start of our journey, we were going through hell. I was coming out of a terrible relationship. So because of that, it shook me. I had so many questions. I just didn't want to see God. Through these guys, because we actually had a thing called Young Foundation where we met with other people as well, and it became sort of like a counselling session, and and that's how we became close. We'd meet every Saturday, take time out, even if we're coming from work. It was just a little effort, and we'd meet, talk about how the week was. We still do it now. It's just under GospelPearls. How the week was, and start opening up. Everyone's opening up. She was coming from a dark place too, and then you see, so God just put us. It was sort of like a puzzle. Like He knew that Suzanne's strength is my weakness. So my experiences helped these guys, and I don't know. Auntie's experiences helped me, and so on. It just worked so well within the group. It just clicks. When you see people, and instead of talking about the club and all that, it was just God, forever God. If you have a problem, these two will tell you verse Timothy, verse 2 or something like that. They just bring God in every equation. Even now though, like, let's pray to God. God, the setting of a camera. I'm like, hey, God probably thinks it's too much. But it was just amazing, and obviously we don't want to make our videos long. So this was just an insight of how God put us together, our own personal backgrounds. And in the next video to come, we're going to talk about first year experience. Like me and Angie, we're studying adult nursing, and she's doing biomedical science. So we're going to speak on that, and that's hopefully going to help other people as well. It's not just about God, it's literally helping. So God's amazing. It's pulled through. There's so many things to say.
Too much.
We actually forgot to say how we met, like how I met her at the gym.
I didn't even think I was
and then that's how we met, and then I didn't think I was gonna be friends with her until like the last couple of months. We just became close. God was like, I'm not letting you guys go. We need to come together.
And we met through Precious.
She
was depressed as hell. She didn't smile. Like, it was just Suzanne and Ruth, and she was okay. And then I saw her because we do the same course. We were in this induction room, and I was like, oh, this girl's annoying as hell. I didn't see any future. Like, I didn't think we'd be close. And
true.
Yeah, it's really amazing. Like, I just wish we could put everything in one video, but we can't. Because I want to keep you off, like, hanging. What do they say? Cliffhanging. That's the one. So now you know how God put us together. You need to stay around, because I'm going to tell y'all where I'm coming from with my heartbreak and how that's turned into a good thing. Okay?
Yeah.
So
keep watching and sharing, and just tell all your friends.
Yes.
Keep supporting us. So thank you again.
Thank you, guys.
And
Thank you so much.
See you
God
next
bless
week
all
for our
of
next
you.
video.
God bless you.
God
guys.
bless you.
Mwah.